All right, so today what we're going to do is we're going to learn 10 hand signals that go with the Bill of Rights. The purpose of this is to help you memorize those important amendments, which were the first 10 amendments added to the Constitution, again called the Bill of Rights. So what we want to do is for each amendment, we are going to match the number of fingers that we use for these movements. And these movements are meant to help you memorize and something you could use, for example, on a test, because you could look at your fingers and be able to remember what the amendment is and what it says. So we're going to go slowly through each 1 through 10, and then I'll help you memorize them through a rhythm. All right, so our first one is number 1. We're going to take our first pointer finger here, and we're going to say it's our freedom of speech, so we point to our mouth. Freedom of religion, so we point up. Freedom of the press, so we act like we're writing in the newspaper. Freedom of assembly, which means like, come here, we're all going to gather together. And then finally, the freedom of petition, which means the people are saying, no, we don't want something, or yes, we do, by signing a petition. So it'll be number 1 is our freedom of speech, religion, press, assembly, petition. All right, moving on to our Second Amendment, we are going to use 2 fingers in the form of a gun, which again, you only do this for this situation. All right, and our Second Amendment is our right to bear arms, meaning our right to own a weapon to defend ourselves. So for number 2, we have our right to bear arms. Number 3, okay, so we're going to use 3 fingers, and then we're going to make a hole in our hand that's about the size of a quarter. So this has to do with no quartering of troops, meaning we don't have to let troops into our homes and house them and feed them. So it's quartering of troops, which really means no quartering of troops. We do not want that to be happening. So far we have number 1, freedom of speech, religion, press, assembly, petition. Number 2, right to bear arms. Number 3, quartering of troops. Next, we're going to go on to number 4. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take 4 fingers and we're going to say number 4, and it's pull it over like you're going to knock on a door. Search and seizure, meaning the police cannot come to your home to search or seize or take things without a warrant that is signed by a judge. So number 4 is search and seizure, meaning no search and seizure without a signed warrant by a judge. Number 5, we take all 5 and we're going to be covering our mouth. So number 5 is our right to remain silent and due process. So this is our right to make sure that if we're accused of a crime, if we have to go to trial, you don't have to speak out against yourself to incriminate yourself. It also goes along with double jeopardy, which means if you're found innocent of a crime, you cannot be tried for it again. So number 5 is right to remain silent. Let's go back to number 1. Number 1 is our freedom of speech, religion, press, assembly, petition. Number 2 is our right to bear arms. Number 3, quartering of troops. Number 4, search and seizure. Number 5, right to remain silent. As you can see, there's a bit of a rhythm to it. Next, we're going to take 6 fingers and we're going to tap our wrists like we're looking at the watch, because our 6th Amendment is right to a speedy trial, meaning if you are accused of a crime, you can't be jailed for years and years and years until being possibly found innocent at trial, meaning your right to freedom would have been taken away. So number 6 is speedy trial. Number 6, speedy trial. Number 7, okay, so we'll take number 7, 5, and 2. And what we'll do is we're going to act like we're throwing money in the air, because this is the right to a jury, especially during civil cases where someone, for example, sues someone over money. So this is your right to a jury of people that are like you to decide if you're innocent or not, or if you owe someone money or not. So number 7 is right to a jury. Let's go back to number 1 and go 1 through 7. Number 1 is our freedom of speech, religion, press, assembly, petition. Number 2, right to bear arms. Number 3, quartering of troops. Number 4, search and seizure. Number 5, right to remain silent. Number 6, speedy trial. Number 7, right to a jury. Now, number 8, we're going to take 4 and 4, because 4 plus 4 is 8. And what we're going to do is we're going to kind of act like you're being cruelly punished. Now, this protects you from no cruel or unusual punishment, meaning if you are jailed, you cannot be tortured or have excessive bail. For example, if you steal a loaf of bread, your bail cannot be $1 million. That's not a violent crime that would warrant you sitting in jail until your trial. So number 8 is no cruel or unusual punishment. Now, that's going to be the tricky one when we get back to going through them all. Next, we're going to do number 9. So number 9 is one where we're going to throw our hands in the air because this is the rights to the people. And those are things meaning if it's not specifically listed in the Constitution, we still have that right as a citizen of the United States. So it's kind of something that lumps under everything to protect we, the people's rights from the government. So number 9, we're going to say rights to the people, and kind of throw our hands in the air. Next, then we're going to do number 10, and this is going to be the final amendment we learned today. And number 10 is pushing that power to the states. Power to the states, which means that if the federal government can't do it, then the states have the power to do it. For example, education. States are in charge of the education systems within those states with minimal regulation from the federal government. So if something's not written in the Constitution specifically for the federal government to do, the states have the power to do it for whatever their state needs. So what we're going to do is we're going to go all the way back through number 1 through 10. So again, it is important to do all the hand motions along with me because that's what's actually going to trigger your ability to memorize and use this as a cheat sheet on any test that you're going to take. So let's start all the way back with number 1, and we'll go nice and slow. Number 1 is your freedom of speech, religion, press, assembly, petition. Number 2 is right to bear arms. Number 3, quartering of troops. Number 4, search and seizure. Number 5, right to remain silent. Number 6, speedy trial. Number 7, right to a jury. Number 8, no cruel or unusual punishment. Number 9, rights to the people, rights to the people. Number 10, power to the states, power to the states. These are 10 amendments that are the very first, and they're called the Bill of Rights. So these were added directly after the Constitution was ratified to make sure that the people's rights were protected. What we're going to do now is go back 1 through 10, but then the thing is, if you truly memorize something, you can also do it in reverse. So I'm going to go 1 through 10, and then we're going to go backwards 10 through 1. Ready to do it with me? Number 1, freedom of speech, religion, press, assembly, petition. Number 2, right to bear arms. Number 3, quartering of troops. Number 4, search and seizure. Number 5, right to remain silent. Number 6, speedy trial. Number 7, right to a jury. Number 8, no cruel or unusual punishment. Number 9, rights to the people, rights to the people. Number 10, power to the states, power to the states. Now we're going to go in reverse. Number 10, power to the states, power to the states. Number 9, rights to the people, rights to the people. Number 8, no cruel or unusual punishment. Number 7, right to a jury. Number 6, speedy trial. Number 5, right to remain silent. Number 4, search and seizure. Number 3, quartering of troops. Number 2, right to bear arms. And finally, number 1, freedom of speech, religion, press, assembly, petition. Now remember, things like quartering of troops means no quartering of troops. Search and seizure means no search and seizure without a warrant. So there's just different ways to make sure that you can memorize that and read them. So go ahead and keep watching this video, and hopefully you can memorize these quickly.